Dear student, I am Dr. Harold Thomas, Professor in Applied Geology, Dr. Hari Singh Gaur Vishwavidyalaya, Sagar. Today, I will deliver my lecture on thermodynamics and application to metamorphic petrology. I will cover this topic under the following heads: Introduction, Law of Thermodynamics, Thermodynamics and Mineral Reaction, enthalpy change, and energy and volume change against pressure. Hope it will be useful for you. Try to be regular in course. The branch of chemistry which concern with the study of the interrelations of the various form of energy in a system is called thermodynamics. The thermodynamics, thermo equal to heat, dynamics equal to work, derives the name from heat and mechanical work in engines that drove the industrial revolution. The important use of thermodynamics is in the study of chemical energy related with petrological problems. For example, transfer of energy associated with chemical energy. In metamorphic petrology, we apply thermodynamics to understand equilibrium state amongst the constituent phases of a rock taken as a chemical system, and also in calculation of geothermometers and geobarometers, etc. To recall, a system is a part of a universe on which we concentrate our studies. For example, a metamorphic rock in the given context, a number of books on thermodynamics and its application to geology are available. For example, Kieran and Wilsbord in 1967, Wood and Fraser 1976. The following account is given in a simplest possible way so that beginners can have sufficient background to handle petrological problems. Thermodynamics has developed from simple observation on the behavior of energy, the energy that atoms and molecules possess relative with their motion and position. The energy associated with motion, translate, vibration and rotations is called the kinetic energy, whereas the bond energy associated with attraction or repulsion when particles are at close range is called potential energy. The total of all these form of energy in a particular substance is its thermal energy, which is also called internal energy. The degree of hotness or coldness of an object is denoted by temperature and is proportional to the average kinetic energy of its constituents, atoms and molecules. It is important to note that temperature is not a measure of a total kinetic energy in a substance. For example, in 2 liters of boiling water, there is twice as much molecular kinetic energy as in 1 liter of boiling water, but the temperature of both volume of water are the same because the average kinetic energy per molecule is the same. System. Any specified portion of the universe or matter separated from the rest of the universe which is selected for thermodynamic treatment is called a system. Variables. Intensive variables, these are independent of the amount of material present. For example, pressure P and temperature T. Extensive variables, these are dependent on the amount of material present. For example, volume V and energy and entropy S. Law of thermodynamics. First law of thermodynamics, when thermal energy transfer a heat, the energy lost in one place is gained in another. There is no net loss or gain. There is conversion of energy which when applied to thermal system, we have the first law of thermodynamics. Whenever heat flow into or out of the system, the gain or loss of thermal energy equal the amount of heat transferred. The first law of thermodynamics is energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. It is just transfer from one form to another. The increase in internal energy U of the thermodynamic system is equal to the amount of heat energy Q added to the system plus the work W done by the system by the surrounding. This can be written as du equal to dq plus dw, that is equation 1. Work done can be expressed as work joules equal to pressure into volume, work equal to Newton into meter, and P equal to force into area, Newton into meter square, and volume equal to meter cube. Equation 1 can be written as du equal to dq plus p dv, that is equation 2. Second law of thermodynamics deals with natural direction of energy flow. It states that the heat flow from hot to cold bodies and never reverse. One can realize this in our homes when heat flow from warm home to outside in winter, while from hot air outside to cooler interior in the summer. Heat cannot be entirely extracted from a body and turned into work. Introducing a new state function S called entropy, we may state the second law as the entropy of the universe always increases. This introduces the notation of entropy capital S, which relates changes in temperature T and the heat energy Q added to the system. Delta S equal to delta S products minus delta S reactants. Experience has shown, however, that the increases in entropy will always exceed the ratio of heat exchange to temperature. Thus, the mathematical formulation of the second law is delta Q divided by T delta ds for a reversible reaction, for example, one that is never far from equilibrium, and therefore, one where dq is smaller relative to T, where P V works the only work of interest, we can combine the first and second laws as du delta T ds minus P dV. The implication of this equation is that equilibrium is approached at prescribed capital S and capital V, the energy of the system is minimized. For the specific situation of the reversible reaction where ds equal to dq by T, this becomes du reverse equal to ds reverse minus P dV. This equation relates all the primary state variables of the thermodynamics U, S, T, P and V. For the reason it is sometimes called the fundamental equation of thermodynamics. Third law of thermodynamics. This law is about the lowest temperature limit of temperature and states that no system can reach absolute zero. All substances have zero entropy at 0 Kelvin, absolute zero. It means entropy changes for all reaction would be 0. If the reaction occurred at absolute 0, every substance has infinite positive energy, but at absolute 0, an energy of every substance may become 0, and it does become 0 in this case of a perfect crystalline substances, or the entropy of the perfect crystalline is 0 at absolute 0 of temperature. Thermodynamics and mineral reaction like chemical changes are always accompanied by energy changes. The energy in thermodynamics is understood as equivalent to internal energy, which is effectively the total energy of the system of molecules. Potential energy, chemical bonds, is denoted by the symbol capital E, and in SI units it is expressed in joules, and in CGS system it is expressed in calories. 1 calories is defined as the energy given to rise temperature of 1 gram of water to 1 degree. 1 calorie equal to 4.184 joules. The above expression Q equal to delta E plus W is commonly expressed as E equal to Q minus W. The difficulties with heat and work terms are overcome by arbitrary sign conversion to indicate whether work is being done or on or by the system, and whether the heat is flowing into or out of the system by convention. Plus Q equal to heat gained by the system, minus W equal to work done on the system, minus Q equal to heat removed from the system, plus W equal to work done by the system. The E is the property of the system, but Q and W are not. This is because by different experimental arrangement, the same delta E can be produced with different combination of Q and W. This make delta E as a state function, that is the function of pressure and temperature and so on, but not on path. Enthalpy capital H and enthalpy change delta H in the equation of conversion of energy or first law of thermodynamics, we have delta E equal to Q minus W or Q equal to delta E plus W. The gain or loss of energy by the mechanical surroundings in entirely the results of the expansion or construction of the system. In another words, mechanical energy changes are expressed in the volume change dV. To make this clear, we perform an experiment. Imagine a system at a pressure P in a cylinder fitted with a sliding piston of unit area. See figure on the screen. If we allow the piston to move outward, P will fall, but if the distance is extremely short, P is nearly constant. The work the gas sample does against the surrounding P is W equal to F into dl distance, W equal to P A dl, P equal to F upon A is the unit area, W equal to P into dV and dV equal to area into distance, or P under bracket V2 minus V1 bracket close, or P delta V at constant P. So, when the only work is P delta V, the first law of thermodynamics delta E equal to Q minus W can be written as delta E equal to Q minus P delta V at constant pressure. From this, it is evident that the most suitable contribution of the energy comes from P delta V. This is due to the fact that every system has a volume and is generally under the surrounding atmospheric pressure. In order to make room for the system, external work has to be done, for which the system expend by an amount delta V against P and gain an energy equal to P delta V, energy and volume change against pressure. This can be understood by the following experiment. During the reaction, energy is released mainly by the net effect of bonds making and bond breaking processes. Let us call this internal energy change as delta E. If the reaction is releasing a gas, this has to fight its way out into the atmosphere by pushing back the air. To do this, same of the energy produced by the reaction will be diverted into doing work. The work of the pushing back a volume of the air against atmospheric pressure P, the system would expand. In doing so, since this work is being done by the system, the P delta V will have a positive sign and total energy Q equal to delta E plus P delta V, or delta E equal to Q minus P delta V. If we try to measure delta E, we cannot get its true values until we add up the energy spent on work P delta V by the system. The value delta E plus P delta V which we obtain is indicated by another term called enthalpy change. Delta H, we can sum this up in an equation, delta H enthalpy change equal to delta E internal energy change plus P delta V enters free into the atmosphere. Thus, we see that an increase in enthalpy delta H is made up two parts. First, increase in internal energy delta E, and second, increase in P V products. This change can come from change in pressure and or volume. In experimental mineralogy, to have constant P, the P delta P equal to 0. A comparison of this enthalpy reaction delta E equal to delta H plus P delta V with the energy conservation equation delta E equal to Q minus W gives delta H equal to Q for reaction in which delta V is negligible. In this equation, Q, like H, is not path dependent and hence has a definite value. Therefore, the enthalpy change delta H is referred to as heat constant at constant pressure only. An advantage of this situation is that in the calorimetric measurement at constant P, the heat energy evolved gives directly the values of delta H. Thermochemical data are expressed in terms of delta HO, which is the heat absorbed or evolved at constant pressure. This enthalpy unit is kilojoule per mole or calorie per mole. Summary. Dear student, today in this lecture I have discussed about the thermodynamics and its application in metamorphic petrology. This topic I have covered under the following heads: introduction, law of thermodynamics, thermodynamics and mineral reaction, enthalpy and enthalpy change, and energy and volume change against pressure. For further studies, please read the textbooks, references and links given in the text. Thank you very much.